Welcome YouTube. This is Rachel Smith, Business Grower. I'm chuckling because this is the first time I have live streamed on YouTube. I've live streamed many times on Facebook. Used to use Periscope, but this is the first time I have absolutely live streamed on here. So I don't really know what to expect. So the reason why I'm here today is that I am running a free masterclass to my audience, which is female entrepreneurs who are looking to take their business beyond the frustration and beyond the kind of confines that they're currently in, and to actually call in consistent 5k months. So this is a free masterclass that has been going, I've promoted, gone out there to my audience, called in a load of lovely women to come and listen to this masterclass, and I wanted to use YouTube and live stream at the same time. So I will be kind of switching between the two screens. Obviously I'm over here delivering the masterclass here. I'm going to be referring to a workbook that my audience have had access to, and if after following this masterclass you also want to have the workbook, please just message me via YouTube and then come find out more about that. And if you are curious to know more about me, you can go and have a look over on my website, which is www.richsmithlifecoach.com, for a very boring reason. So yeah, welcome to this masterclass. Let's see what happens. Very excited to be live streaming on YouTube. Who would have thought? So I'm just setting up if you're wondering why I've gone quiet. The masterclass is due to start in a little while. So I'm just getting it set up. Right. So there we go, set up. We're ready to roll. We'll see what happens. So we're due to go live in about 30 seconds time. It's always the exciting bit. See who comes along. Yeah, we've had loads of people signed up to it. It's obviously something that's really of importance and relevance to people as well. So let's see what occurs. I need to remember to record it, don't I? On Zoom. That's who I normally use. So just give it a few moments. It does take people a little while to come and use Zoom to get on it. See what happens. So if you're watching back on YouTube, the first 5 minutes are definitely going to be not of very much interest, but it gives you time to go and get a cuppa, doesn't it? Do what you need to do. So I'm just going to check on my other device. I tend to do this when I'm running a webinar. I tend to have a few devices open so I can see if there's anybody who just is PMing me and letting me know that they're having trouble connecting or anything like that. But we'll get started pretty soon, because we've got money and time is precious and energy is precious too. And we're going to be looking at how you can really maximise, leverage your business results this year. Titivating going on. Most definitely. Right. It's ready in about 5 seconds time. It's always an exciting bit. Start recording. Hello and a very warm welcome to this masterclass where I'm going to be sharing exactly how you can create your own bespoke success map that allows you to be exactly who you are in business and for you to call in your soulmate clients and work with them in a way that completely lights you up. So if that's what you're looking for in the next 12 months in your business, you are completely in the right place. So I am live streaming this for the very first time over on YouTube. So I'm always up for new experience. I love live streaming and I thought, well, why not? I've got a YouTube channel. Why not actually live stream to YouTube? So I'll let you know how that goes as well afterwards. So hello to people on YouTube. So this is your masterclass. This is about you working in your business, figuring out how you can actually grow your amazing business and to leverage your time, your energy and your results. This isn't about you having to become like a marketing guru or a Facebook ads guru or anything like this. This is about showing you a really simple yet very, very powerful strategy that I use in my business. Lots and lots of my clients use it in their business, and it just makes everything easier in your business. It allows you to really look at your business from a strategic point of view, to be very creative in your business, and what's more, it allows you to actually call in a consistent flow of clients and money to you, and it certainly gets rid of feast and famine. So we're going to explore this in lots of details. Hopefully you have downloaded your workbook. As always with all of my masterclasses or anything that I actually share, this is a bullshit free zone. This is not where you're going to be sat here for 60 minutes kind of expecting some big solution to be delivered to you and actually discover that that hasn't delivered you after this period of time. I really want you to understand this, and I want you to get it, and I want you to be able to adapt what you love into your business as well. And I really want for you to have every opportunity to do that. So this is your time to work on your business. So hopefully you've downloaded your workbook. If you haven't, you can just make some notes and go back to the workbook later on. So just to introduce who I am, if you've not come across me before, if you're new to me, I'm Rachel Smith, a business grower, and I am a business coach, business strategist. There's all sorts of different ways to describe what I am, but really what I am is somebody who is really passionate about supporting women to grow their awesome business and to not go through the years of frustrations and kind of despair that I went through in my early years. And one of the things that I'm absolutely passionate about is really allowing women to grow a business that allows them not just to live like a little life, but to really live an awesome life, because none of us have given up the security of our corporate jobs or our paid employment just to replace that with running a business. What I've discovered through running a successful business is actually you can have the most incredible, amazing, awesome life, and you can start to rewrite the rules. So you've got to remember where our kind of understanding of the world came from. It came from generations of members of our own families who believe that the way that you succeed in life is, on the whole, through paid employment by, doing a job that perhaps didn't even light you up. But as we know, as entrepreneurs, that actually there's a whole world out there for us to step into and to create our own rules. And that's what I really want to kind of open you up to, that possibility. So this is an interactive session. I really do want to hear from you as well. So for those people who on Zoom, there is a chat box. Come in and say hi. You're all muted, so don't worry, I'm not going to hear you talking to the cat or petting a dog or anything like that that's going on. Just come in and say hi in the chat box. What I'd really love to understand from you is, the things that are resonating with you. If you've got any questions, where you want me to expand on anything, I want for you to make sure that this time that you're spending here is used really, really brilliantly. And anybody who's watching the recording back, of course, you can still have this level of interaction. You can PM me, or if you're a member of my Facebook group over in Live Your Abundant Life, you can come in there and actually ask the questions related to this masterclass. So, hi, Nicola. Oh, God, I've done it again with the URL. I'm always doing this. Thank you, ladies. Oh, my goodness me. You think it's something that Aweber does. So let me just pause the recording. Just have a moment. Right. It's something that I know that Aweber does, and I completely forget every time that it does this. So thank you so much. If I copy that, I'll stick it over in Live Your Abundant Life. Bear with me, ladies. Thank you for getting here. So link for today's Zoom live now is there. So that's that bit done, and then that's over there, and then Aweber. Ah, growly. I hate this. I hate messing up. Who else hates messing up? I'm just waiting for my email to get there. Let's have a look. So copy to draft. At least we can do it quickly, can't we? The Zoom link. The working link for live masterclass. By gum. Crikey. We're live now. Here is the working link. So we will be there soon. Right, that's it. Take that off. To get rid of that. Delete. Here we're live now. Here's the working link. That looks right. Save and exit. One day I will remember to do this, won't I? Try not to have a meltdown. Just right. So save and exit, and we will send that out now. Schedule broadcast. Active apply. Right, that's it. Okay. Oh God. Oh dear me. Right, let's have a look. Brilliant. So we've got Sarah, we've got Nicola, we have got Hannah. Thank you, ladies, for bearing with me on that slight technical link. Yes, I am human, but honestly, you think by now I'd have got this nailed. Right, so dash to YouTube. Right, let's get started again. So welcome everybody. So I've just done the welcome bit. We won't go into that again. Many of you know me already. YouTube might not last very long. Let me just. Okay. So what I'd love to know from you whilst I get back into this is what you're looking for right now. You know, where are you in your business right now, and what are your kind of key challenges? And let's make sure that they're actually covered in this. So you found the chat box, pop over there, keep talking to me, and I'll get back into this. So we're back. Everybody's sorted. We're all live. It's all good. We've got lots of lovely people here right now. So for me, one of the key pieces of work that I love doing is, I remember when in my business, when I was starting to get results, but there was just this real roller coaster ride of results. You know, some months would be like, yay, brilliant, absolutely on it, absolutely nailed. And then other times it'd be like looking around and thinking, oh my God, where has everybody gone? Where are all my amazing clients? And you know, that might last over kind of 2 months. So like in terms of profit, you know, 1 month might be like this, but 2 months would be like that. And I really am very passionate about working with those women, because these are the women who have, you know, you have a fair idea about who you are in the world. You have a fair idea who your soulmate client is. There might be some little tweaks about that. And it's just about starting to get, you know, a little bit smarter working in your business. So it's a little bit about, you know, your mindset. It's a little bit about how you're showing up. But you start to make those little tweaks, and then everything starts to fall into place. And what I've discovered with these amazing women, when they're, you know, when they're in that kind of situation where they've been facing that kind of roller coaster ride, that feast and famine, is that when I work with them, that we can very quickly progress to generating consistent months of 5k, and that is quite an incredible sum of money for a solopreneur to be able to generate from their business. And this is when women, for whatever reason, is that they start to really sit up and take notice of themselves and feel like they've got a real business, that they can really contribute to the living expenses, that they haven't just got like this little hobby business. And from that point on, they really do start to dream really big and to step into all of those dreams that perhaps they've shelved whilst business is frustrating. So let me know if that's resonating with you. Let me know if that's you, if you kind of do have this experience, because you know, I've had it. And what I do love doing is working with women who are, you know, currently in that situation, but are willing to do the work, to be supported, and you know, to get to the point where you're generating 5k in your business. And what would that be like for you if you could, you know, really regularly call in 5k in your business? So let's have a look. So Hannah's sharing that she's struggling to get a funnel working. I've got the thing for you today then. Sarah says she launched her membership site but needs to grow. Brilliant. She's turning over 8k a month but paying everyone else. Brilliant. So okay, so there might be just some tweaks there then, Sarah, that you can make, and then everything will be quite different for you. One of the things that you should definitely know about me, and Nicola's definitely heard this before, is that previously, when I have, you know, decided to step up in my business and invest in my business, is that I've definitely had those moments when I've like been following maybe another when I've been following another coach, and you know, I've really bought into their business model and it just hasn't worked. What works every time, what works is when you take aligned, brilliant action in your business. And what works is when you show up as who you truly are in business. And once I started to do that, and once I started to program myself for success, everything started to change as well. So I am a natural rule breaker. I always have been, which is quite interesting because my eldest child loves a rule. Maybe he can't quite cope with his mummy being such a rule breaker. But in business, I definitely don't believe in, you know, that you should do this and you should do that just because everybody else is doing. What you've got to kind of have a understanding is that when you're buying into somebody else's shoulds, actually what you're buying into is their own rules that they have created around their own business and the way that they have decided to show up in the world. And sometimes that works, but in most cases, because that's not your personality and that's not how you operate, then that's when things just don't work and it feels like a big struggle. And that's definitely what I experienced. So we're here today to talk about your business. We're here to look at how you can get rid of that kind of feast and famine. So let me know, you know, what you want to hear. What is it that you would love for me to cover? And keep those questions coming as well. You know, this is your session, and certainly for anybody who's watching the recording back, you can equally have your say. So today we're here to create your success roadmap. You know, this is a roadmap, it's a business model, it's a blueprint, call it what you like. But I certainly had a lot of time in my business early on where I was like full of enthusiasm, full of passion, and then I'd rock up to my desk and I'd have absolutely no clue about how I was going to turn all this enthusiasm, all of this insight into my, for my niche, into actually paying clients. And I used to spend so much time trawling the internet and seeing all these other amazing people creating this great business and this great life. And I'd be like scratching my head thinking, well, there must be like one solution out there that I am completely lacking. And how do you actually secure the ability to just keep on turning clients on? And I thought that there must have been one single thing that was missing, and actually it wasn't just one thing, it was a number of things, and that's what we're going to look at today. What you're actually going to be working on is looking at how you can put a roadmap, a business model, whatever you want to call it, in place that allows you to turn on a consistent flow of clients coming through to you as well. So Nicola shared, looking to turn interest into sales, no sign-ups for membership sites. Yeah, okay, we can do that, most definitely. Sarah says, I want to know how to organise everything you want to do, break it down, pick it up. Yes, brilliant. I feel like I'm treading water, and if I've crossed that money block and brought in income, we should be up and away. There's so much to organise, I don't know where to start. I have a huge community. Brilliant. Yes, you're gonna enjoy this. So the second page of your workbook is really where I start with a lot of this. As I said in the introduction, one of the things that I'm really passionate about, and the only thing that's worked for me in my business, is showing up in business as I truly am, and not pretending to be somebody else, not taking on somebody else's business model, and certainly not using somebody else's list of rules. What has worked for me is having complete clarity about who I am, whether that's me now or the future Rachel, but it's kind of like, being really clear about who I am. It's been really clear about who it is that I'm coming to work with, and my niche has changed over the years. And sometimes what we find when we're stuck is that the reason why we're stuck is because we are feeling out of alignment, or maybe out of love with our original audience. So don't be surprised if actually you complete this work and you think, oh my God, actually I want to work with different people. That happens. You're a business owner. This is one of the greatest personal development opportunities that you will have in your life, and you will evolve as a person. So yes, it will most definitely have an impact on who you work with. And it also comes down to being in true alignment with creating a business that totally works for you, that you love. Sometimes we create a business and we dive into it and we get going with it, and then you look at it and you think, oh my God, it allows absolutely nothing for the rest of my life. And I certainly faced that in 2016 when I was really pushing very, very hard, and I realised that my health was deteriorating, my relationship with my family members was kind of like skating on thin ice as well. So I learned a lot in 2016 about how to really step into being in full alignment, and this is what makes a difference. So that's why on the second page of your workbook, we start with really getting clear about what is your vision. So we always start with learning the lessons, because we learn the lessons, we keep learning the lessons. So for you guys who are here right now, I would like for you to just kind of turn back over the last 6 to 12 months and think about, what are those lessons that keep coming up for you? What are those things that, my lesson obviously is about URL links on Zoom, but what are those real lessons for you that keep coming up, that are repeated continuously? Because these are the things that you really need to learn. So one of the things that I love to do a couple of times a year is to do a review of what on earth is going on, because this review really allows for you to understand what is working really well in your business so you can ramp that up, and what isn't working really well. And if you haven't already done a review of the 2017, I really want to suggest that that is a great place for you to start after this masterclass. And there is a great review document over on my free resources list on my website, which is www.rachelsmithlifecoach.com. So just hop over there after this masterclass, download the workbook and work through that so you can start to learn those lessons. So you can take the lessons that are brilliant and kind of do something else with the ones that keep repeating, and these are the ones that will be holding you back. But let's look right now at 2018. Here we are at the end of January, and I want for you to just see yourself in the future. You know, this is like one of my favorite exercises. It's one of my favorite journaling exercises, and I want to really invite you to just, you know, take a breath, take a moment, and for you to just really have that kind of peace. You know, this isn't about worrying about the how. This isn't about saying, well, I'd really like to achieve this in 2018, but it's impossible. This is you having some playtime with yourself and just saying, well, if everything was equal, if everything happened because it was meant to happen, what was 2018 actually going to bring to me? And I want really for you to take yourself forward into the future. So it might be 6 months into the future, it might be, you know, at the end of 2018, where you're in December 2018, and really just start to jot down, you know, who is it that you want to be in terms of a business owner, business leader by the end of 2018? Who do you want to work with and how? So it might be that you have a new niche that you really want to get your teeth into, or you might be like Nicola, where you know exactly who you want to work with, but you just want a whole community of these amazing people to come and work with you. So really just take this time to really connect with who it is that you want to work with, and think then also about how you want to work with these people. So some people, you know, are like me, that you only get the opportunity to work in school hours. What's that, about 5.5 hours a day? And I've got to put my hand up and say, I also take Wednesday and Friday mornings out, and I try not to do any work on a Friday afternoon. I try, it doesn't always happen. So even though I'm only working school hours, I do take some good chunks of time out of my diary as well. So this is all really relevant to you. There's absolutely no point in creating a success map for you that has you working 40 hours a week if actually that isn't in alignment with who you are and the other things that you've got going on in your life. So just have a think about how you want to work, how many hours you want to work, and critically put how much money you want to generate. So many women are afraid of putting an amount of money into the pot in terms of how much money they want to generate. So I really want for you to use that space that you've got in your workbook or in your notepad, or however you're choosing to map it, and to actually declare how much money you want. And this can be any amount of money. There are no judgments here. So this might be a piece of work that you need to continue afterwards, but there would be absolutely no point in me talking about alignment if we didn't actually start by looking at who you want to be going forward in your business. So we want lots of brilliant, amazing ways that your soulmate clients can put their hands up and say, yes, I want to come and work with you. Or as I like to say, you know, those kind of hell yeses where it's just like, this is a crazy opportunity. Of course, I'm going to come and work with you. You know, we want to make it as simple as possible for you to call your clients in, but equally, we want to make it as simple as possible for your clients to say yes to you as well. That's what it's all about. It's not about making life difficult, is it? Right. So let's see what people have shared. Nicholas says, I've said at the end of 2016, I want to earn 16,200 a month, and I will get to this. Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Fantastic. Yeah, anything is possible. My income goal for 2018, by the end of 2018, I want to get to £20,000 a month. And, you know, it is possible. Anything is possible. And that's certainly something I've learned as well. Yes, Nicola knows very well that I manifested my well, in 2016, it wasn't so much a dream cottage in the countryside for weekend retreats. It was more like a decorating challenge that took us a year to get sorted. But we have, we got really clear about something that we wanted to achieve, and yeah, we generated and manifested this opportunity, and it's absolutely life changing. And this is what we're here to do. We're not here to teach the next generation of people to keep living this 9 to 5 existence. We're here to kind of stir the particles and say, look, this is how you can make a positive impact on the world, and this is how you can live an amazing life without boundaries, isn't it? Yeah, so Sarah's saying that she wants to live in a house the size of her current street. I love it. Hi, Carol. Carol's obviously got off the phone to where she was before. So this kind of page 3 of your workbook is kind of the crux of it. And the way that I'm going to describe it is a way that my amazing marketing coach, Sherry Thompson, actually shared it with me, and it makes complete sense. So in the past, we've always talked about, and I know some people have said today they wanted to know about funnels. So in the past, we've always talked about funnels, haven't we? So when we've talked about, how you get clients to come into you, wouldn't it be amazing if we all had a £20,000 product and actually that's all we sold? And then, maybe we'd only need 10 clients a year and we'd be happy days. But the reality is that we need a number of ways for our clients to be able to come into us, for them to try us out, and for them to have the confidence that we are the right person for them. And this is what we're going to work on today. This is your success map. And what I really want to encourage for you to do is for you to take the elements of this that are resonating with you, that you're going, oh my God, this makes complete sense. Of course I'm going to do this. And I could guarantee that at the end of working through this, if we put all our workbooks together, that all our businesses would look different. And this is what's essential, is bringing those ingredients in that are essential to you, that make your business and makes it different from everybody else's. So in the past, we've always talked about funnels, haven't we? And it's like, you have your widest bit of your funnel is where you get your most clients through, and as they come through to spend more money with you, your funnel gets narrower. So the way that we're going to look at it is thinking about 3 lanes of traffic. So in your 3 lanes of traffic, you've got your slow lane, you've got your middle lane, and you've got your fast lane. And this works really well because we've all been on roads. Not many of us looks at funnels, do we? But we've all been on roads. We all understand this kind of 3 lane of traffic. So let's start with the fast lane, because this is the easiest lane to describe. And for me, the fast lane is where all my one-to-one work goes. This is like my most expensive way that you can come and work with me. So at this moment in time, the doors are open to my membership club. There's 3 ways that you can come and work with me in that way. And I can describe the whole model using that payments scheme. So you've got the fast lane, where you might go, yes, I want to work with Rachel to generate 5k consistently in my business, but I don't want to do it in a group. I don't want to do it slowly. I want to do it really, really quickly, and I want to do it intimately with Rachel and get some brilliant results. So that is my fast lane offer. That is like my one-to-one, work with me for 3 months. Over here is £3,000. So you probably all have some one-to-one work that you can immediately see sits over here in the fast lane. Okay, and then again, looking at my payment structure for the club works really well, because then I've got the commitment of working with me in my club for 6 months, and that's at a price at £199, and that goes in your middle lane. That's kind of like it's like your juicy group program. It's like your group training, whatever that is. It's where you're working collectively with people. It could be a series of events, it could be a boot camp, it could be your signature program. Whatever you have going on in your business, and whatever your business is, that is, is kind of your middle lane product. And this is where people get they get a ton of your attention, but that it's collectively in a group. And then over here in your slow lane are all your really like hell yes, amazing one-off offers. So one of my, like if you wanted to say, one of my middle lane products is a product that I haven't launched for about 8 months now, which is a product called Create, Launch and Sell. And that's basically how you create amazing offers, get them out there and sell them really fantastically. And that is around £500, and that would be another middle lane offer. So yeah, so Nicholas says, is a membership site a middle lane offer? It most certainly is. The cool thing about middle lane offers is this is what you want to be known for. So for Nicola and for myself, both having a club, this is what you kind of want to be known for. So if you're being interviewed for a podcast or if you're talking to people, is that you want to be talking about that middle lane offer. They can have a conversation with you and find out what your fast lane offers are, and you can equally talk to them about what your slow lane offers are, but actually what you want to be known for is that middle lane offer. So you can have some fun with that, but really think about what do you want to be known for. And if you want some ideas, share it in the chat box. Come and have a conversation with us here and let us help and support you with that. So the slow lane offers, this is where I think you can have the most fun. So for me, these are like the kind of crazy hell yes offers where it's a element of what you do. It's like a little taster of what you do. And these are generally products that are, depending on your pricing structure, but these are generally products that maybe under £100, $100, under 150. These are the offers where your clients just go, oh my God, yes, of course I'm going to do that. So for me, that's things like I've got a 14-day 5K money mindset program, which is under £100. My one-day events are under £100. What else do I have? I have like in a funnel that was built for me last year, I have a little mini program that I've repurposed the content for the funnel. And originally that sold at £97. Now in my funnel it's something like £27. And this was a little 21-day program where every day for 21 days people got like an actionable step. So these are the offers that are great, that they make a positive impact, they allow your audience to say yes to you, and they can come in and it's like almost, most people can invest at this kind of price point and take the work forward. This is what we want. We don't want to just create a load of like low-end offers that people don't actually take the work forward. We want them to be juicy. So they're like elements of the bigger bits that you're selling later on. So the idea with this model, just like always, because this is marketing, but this is the bit that's missing so much from people's businesses, that they don't have a way of bringing people into their business. So the idea with this is that you've got your slow lane offer, which is like, hell yes, of course I'm going to come in and work with Rachel or Sarah or Carol or whoever it is. It's like, yep, I'm going to come in and do that piece of work with you. And then next time you've got something juicy, maybe in your middle lane, maybe you're promoting your membership, is that actually they go, I'm either yes or I'm a no. They know if they're in or they're out. Or perhaps they'll have a little taste with you over here in the slow lane and they go, actually, I want to work with you over here in the fast lane because I love what you're doing and I want the results now. So let me know if that's making sense. Let me know if you're starting to get some ideas about how you can apply this to your business. But equally, let me know if you've got any challenges about this as well. But this is the thing that has absolutely fundamentally changed how I do business. So instead of like rocking up in my business and not really having a strategy for calling a consistent flow of clients into me, this is what I use now, and there is that consistent flow of clients coming through. Yeah, so Sarah says, it makes perfect sense, but in my industry it's a little bit different. So Sarah, if you want to expand on that, let's see where we get to with that. Yeah, so Hannah, absolutely, always, what do you want to be known for in the middle lane? And I promised that I would share how you got rid of feast and famine, because that is something that we do experience, and I've talked about it in the intro. And having something in your middle lane that is a consistent, like is something that's giving you a consistent income, is how you eradicate feast and famine. So there's a few products that might be. So for Nicola and I, it's our memberships. So I've got my 5K club for women who know that they want to build their successful businesses to 5K and beyond. So that is, there's the option to pay on a monthly basis. So that monthly income from those monthly members is how you create a consistent amount of money. That money is coming in almost guaranteed every month, and you can relax. You know that that money is coming in, you can build on that. So that is all good. So Hannah's saying that she helps people to move to South Africa, and she have 101 products but have a members club. So that's the one I should focus on for the PR. Yeah, I think if you're doing some PR work and you want to be known for your members club, that is definitely a really good strategy to have. Like your other products, where do they fit? Some of them fit in the slow lane, do some of them fit in the medium lane? And then you can get a great big planner, can't you? And actually plan out when you're going to release these things and how they, what you'd want to be looking at is if you've got some offers in your slow lane that are already created and you love them and you feel in alignment to get them out there and your audience wants and needs this stuff, is that you can start to plan out, selling those slow lane offers before you then go for a launch of your club, if that's how you decide to run your club. So then you can, you're tasting the water, and what happens, the crucial thing here is what happens when you're going out there and you're selling any of this is, if you're going out there and selling slow lane offers, you need to have the same energy and enthusiasm as you would if you're going out there and selling a fast lane offer. So what naturally happens when you're in like the sales mode is that your visibility increases, because obviously you're going out there in a promotional sense, but also your frequency increases. And that's why one of the key elements to all of this is being really clear about your vision, because then when you're in alignment and you're going out there and you're selling and promoting your classes, is that actually what attracts people to you is your energy more than anything else. And when you're going on a, not on a, I don't want to say a cycle, because it sounds like I'm encouraging you to go out there and sell all the freaking time, which obviously you can if that's what you want to, if that's what you love. But actually, if you were selling every month, that means that every month you're raising your visibility. And what I discover a lot with women who are struggling to get a consistent flow of money into the business is actually they're not going out there and selling. They're not promoting, they're not getting into launches. So actually, all of that is absolutely brilliant. So Sarah's saying, parents and carers, being online business, I'm limited in what we can do. I'm probably just getting imposter syndrome get to me. I could offer one-to-one and do some add-ons. Yeah. Sarah, Martin says she's never known anything like it. Our audience just do not like being sold to. They do not like being paid. Inside the site, they're raving about us and the support we give, but short of dragging them in, we are stuck. So, Sarah, you have got a membership full of content. So have you ever tried to, and again, this is about being in alignment with you, but one of the things that you could try is to sell off individual some of those bundles. So without the support and without the community, so obviously it's a lower price point. So you get your audience used to buying your content. So actually then it just becomes a no-brainer for them to step into receiving more of that and getting the support. Carol says she loves the idea that I could plan a year. Yeah, yes, plan. Even if you plan 3 months. So let's talk about marketing for a minute. Is that with our marketing activities, we've got to be consistent, but sometimes we can't be consistent with our marketing because we don't have a clue in our head what on earth we're doing. And the key thing is that when you start off being consistent about marketing, it generally takes about 3 months for your marketing consistent marketing to make like a big, brilliant impact, which is great, isn't it? But if you could have a plan for the next 3 months, I love 3-month plans because for me, kind of 90 days feels quite nice, it's quite seasonal, and you know, a lot can happen in those 90 days. So if you had clarity for the next 90 days, what would you be selling in all of those lanes? What would that look like? And then you can get your marketing activities in alignment and then just go for it. So then you do your review that I was talking about before. You take what you like, you keep doing those, and you take away those things that you don't like. So Kelly suggested that, but we could, yeah. The reason why people would come in, Sarah, is because they would want the community. That's what you'd be pushing. You'd be like, here's the information, here's the content from like a standalone bundle, and you know maybe take the key bundles that are really in alignment with what your audience wants, sell them, but then really make a point about, you know, you got that, but there's no support with it. Here over in the membership, that's where you get the support, that's where you get the community, the accountability, and all of those things. It may not feel right for you to do that. So it's thinking about, you know, if that's not the right thing for you, what would be the right product for you over in your slow lane? And there's all sorts of things that could be in there. Yeah, so Carol said it makes it much more manageable to have a plan. Have a plan. I know it's not very sexy and not very creative to have a plan, but everybody who's successful has a plan. Okay, so you've got this. This is brilliant, 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 brilliant. So I've given you some examples of what could be in your slow lane. Your slow lane's like is really cool. Now I did say, let me just expand on the feast and famine bit just to make sure that this bit is key as well. So what you'd be looking for to eradicate feast and famine from your business is something in the middle lane which is giving you a consistent flow of income. I've mentioned it might be a membership club, but if you're thinking, oh, I don't want to do a membership club, it could be, for me, for a long time, it was my mastermind. So my mastermind clients working with me over a 6-month period, and they pay like a monthly amount of money. You know, that is a lovely juicy amount of money for me to be getting every single month. So can you see that actually it could be anything that's in there, but it's something that you're receiving every month that you know that's coming, that allows you to like just chill out a little bit, and to, you know, the moment that you start who's